I'm your guardian angel here in Korea, and I'm here to help you with everything you need to know about Korea. So, are you coming to Korea soon? How are you feeling? Are you excited? Yay! Or at the same time, are you nervous? Yes, you can be nervous, especially if it's your first time to Korea, and especially if you are coming here by yourself. Well, that can happen to me too. When I go to a foreign country, I'm so nervous and I wish I could have somebody who could give me good tips or who could help me in any way. Yes, you have me. Yeah, I'll do that for you. I'm your guardian angel. So I'm here today to talk about 4 good tips for you to know to make your trip easier while you're in Korea. Well, it's not a life and death matter. It's not like if you don't know, you're going to be in trouble. These are very practical tips for you to know to make your trip easier and happier. So you want to know what those are? Let's begin. 4 good tips from me to make your trip easier and happier in Korea.
Ready?
Number 1, ask someone to take pictures of you, especially when you are traveling by yourself. Yes, it's hard to get pictures of you because you're traveling alone and you feel kind of not comfortable to ask somebody to take pictures of you, right? Sometimes that can happen. But here, do not feel that way because a lot of Koreans here are so willing to take pictures for you. Do you know what I mean? Well, have you ever thought that Koreans are good at taking pictures? Yes, they are so good at taking pictures because, it's a universal thing, but they are so into SNS these days. And when they go to a beautiful cafe or a beautiful place, sometimes they take about 100 pictures. Really? Oh, more than that sometimes.
What?
Yes, a lot of people do that. And because of that culture, Koreans have improved their photo taking skills. And whenever you ask them to take pictures of you, they are going to be so happy because it's their way of showing off their skills. No, I'm just kidding. Well, they are willing to help you and they want to take best pictures for you. So they may ask you to pose this way or that way, or they may take at least like 10 pictures of you or something. Different picture with different landscapes or different poses. So what I want to say is that you can ask anybody in Korea to take pictures of you and you will get photos at least above the average. I think you will love the pictures taken by them. And anybody, actually, you can grab anybody and I think they will do a good job. Generally, not everyone, but most of the people. So even if you travel alone here or even if you travel in a group, you need a photo together, right? Taken all together. So ask anybody and ask them to take pictures of you. Okay? Number 2, get used to using local maps. If you are in the process of searching for information before you come to Korea, I think you have run into this information that Google Maps, yes, Google Maps doesn't work properly in Korea. And you might say, oh my God, I'm relying on Google and it's not working. What am I supposed to do? A lot of foreign tourists actually have said that, and the fact that Google Maps doesn't work properly or accurately is the thing that foreign tourists have complained about when they are in Korea. Yes, I understand that it could be frustrating and uncomfortable to use some other maps because you are so used to Google Maps. I use Google Maps when I go to foreign countries, but here in Korea, I do not use it. It doesn't give you the exact public transportation timing, like subway or buses, and they don't know exactly what is going on within Korea. It's not their fault. So why is it not working here? Google has insisted that the Korean government give them the detailed map data to Google so that they can work on like the better Google Maps system here in Korea. The Korean government has not done so because it is worried about security issues all the time. As you may know, Korea is divided into 2 countries, North Korea and South Korea, and there are always kind of tension. You don't feel the tension, don't worry. Well, the security matters going on. So the Korean government is afraid that if it gives out all the detailed map data, there could be a possible leak of important information regarding military and security facilities. I mean, it's not like, Google is going to do something about it, but just so due to security issues, well, it hasn't been resolved yet. So, I mean, it might be resolved in the future, but for now, Google Maps is not working fine here in Korea. So you have to use local maps, such as Naver Map and Kakao Map. Have you ever heard of Naver Map and Kakao Map? I personally prefer Kakao Map, and my friends, some of them say they prefer Naver Map. So I cannot tell which is better here in Korea. It depends. So you need to download these two before you come to Korea and get some time to be used to it. Otherwise, when you come to Korea and if you want to get used to it, it might be kind of not easy because you are new to the system. What I suggest is that you download the two, Naver Map and Kakao Map, and just do some kind of practice before you come to Korea so that you can save time and you can save some energy. Number 3, take a day trip. What are your plans in Korea? Where do you want to go? You want to go to Busan or Jeju? Yes, that's wonderful, but if you do not have enough time, you feel like you are going to be just in Seoul. Because Seoul is a big city and it may require at least a few days to explore. That's not a bad idea, but you can get to any major city in Korea on a day trip. Oh, really? Korea is not that big? Well, Korea is not a big country, and we say here, well, we can go to any place practically on a day tour. I mean, except for the remote areas in the deep mountain or something, or except for the areas where they don't have proper transportation, like public transportation or something. But here, if you want to go to any major cities like Busan or Jeonju or Gwangju, Daegu, yeah, those are the big cities. And even Jeju. Oh, Jeju? Jeju? Can I go to Jeju on a day tour? Yes, I'm going to talk about it in my next video. So if you're interested in that topic, you can subscribe to my channel and then you can wait for my next video. But before that, let's talk about this more. Yes, you can go to any major city in Korea on a day tour. For example, if you want to go to Busan on a day tour, it's perfectly possible because it takes about 2 and 20 minutes to get there. It's the farthest, one of the farthest cities you can get to from Seoul, and it takes only about 2 hours and 20 minutes one way. So you go there in the morning. There are plenty of trains going to Busan every day, and then you come back to Seoul at night. You have a whole day in Busan, for example. So a day trip to Busan is perfectly possible. And also, if you go to Jeonju, I mean, depending on which train you take, it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours one way. I am a fan of day trips, and I go to lots of places on a day tour because that way you don't have to pack things and you don't have to make a reservation for another accommodation in that city. So you know what I mean, right? It could be very simple and very convenient for you to go on a day tour to any major cities in Korea. So which city do you want to go, but you have to give up because you don't have enough time? Do not give up, please. Think about ways to go to those places on a day tour, okay? Number 4, study some basic Korean expressions. I mean, it's not mandatory. As you know, you do not have to say hello in Korean or thank you in Korean. But I think if you know these expressions, like basic expressions, I think your trip can be easier. Do you know why I'm saying this? Well, if you are a subscriber, you may have seen my video on some kind of strange things about Koreans. Well, Koreans do not easily say hi to strangers, or they do not smile too much when they see people for the first time. It's not because they are unkind, but because it's just their personality. They are shy, or I mean, it's just the way it is here. We do not say hi easily when we run into somebody in an elevator or when we are jogging or something, something like that. So you get the picture. But if you have to ask somebody, or if you just want to have some conversations with locals, what is the best way? I think if you approach them with saying hello in Korean, which is 안녕하세요, and then that would be, I think, more than happy to talk to you and smile at you. It's not easy for them to say hi to strangers. And plus, you are like not Korean, so they feel like I don't speak English well. And they have lots of concerns themselves too. So if you approach them in Korean, saying hello in Korean, 안녕하세요, and they would be so willing to talk to you and help you or whatever. Yes, it's a good way to break the ice, right? And then no problem, because from then on you can use papago. Papago is the most widely used translation app in Korea. Yes, download Papago and then you can start conversations with Koreans. Koreans are so used to talking somebody using Papago, and Papago can translate 13 languages into Korean. So you can download Papago and practice it and then just start conversations with Koreans using Papago. Yes, and after your conversation is done or something like that, you can say 감사합니다 or goodbye. 감사합니다 is thank you. And one more tip. When you go to a restaurant and if you want to make the owner happy, you can say 맛있어요. 맛있어요 means it's delicious. And who knows, the owner can give you something on the house.
Good.
No, it doesn't happen all the time, but who knows? Okay? So knowing some basic expressions can make your trip easier. So I'm just giving you these tips. Okay, so I have talked about 4 tips that I think that could help your trip easier and can make you happier in Korea. So how was it? Do you find it helpful? I hope so. And if you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel so that we can see each other. And while you're here, don't forget to press the like button and the bell button to get the latest story from me. So I hope to see you next time. And until then, be good and be healthy. Bye-bye.